And again, like, he's such a good player. He's so talented, so hardworking as well, as we can see by the fact that he's playing every single day this week, pretty much.
Yeah, very hardworking, but maybe not the most ideal kind of work that he's doing right now.
Yeah. Respect yourself, respect your body, take care of yourself, Beyond. Hopefully, as we are getting into, as you said, another PvT.
We got a lot of those today.
Oh yeah.
As we continue on to this PvT on Def Aura LE, we're in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner. The blue Protoss player coming down from Korea. He is the man without a mouse, currently teamless, representing himself. He is Trap.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the South Korean Terran player, the
Yeah?
never mind. Representing Team Envy, it is Bunny.
Maybe you're gonna say something like the Tasia from Asia, and then you realize that. Oh wait, no. Oh no, the actual funny bunny. That's the one for Bunny. The bunny who is funny, or something like that.
There's a lot that could be said. But yeah, we did start off the afternoon with Bunny looking quite strong against Patience. But mate, now we got another one of those top tier Protosses. You know, we have Zest, we have Stats, and now we got Trap.
Yeah, he's definitely a much different player than Patience in numerous different ways. Not only does he play quite a bit different, but in general, people would rate Trap quite a bit higher than Patience there.
Mm-hmm.
The rational side of me would, but the emotional side of me perhaps wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, we're big fans of Patience here on the CranKy Ducklings for good reason, I feel. So yeah, it was a little bit heartbreaking to see him fall there against Bunny. But again, Bunny did it in such good fashion. He was on fire against Patience. It was a nice warm-up as well, because he's gonna need it when he's up against El Trap.
El Trapo.
Da.
Trap House. I don't know. Try to think of a rhyme there, but didn't quite pan out. And yeah, we talk about Trap being a bit of a different player than Bunny already. No proxies being thrown down. Trap to me is a much more of a defensive and reactive kind of player.
Yeah, not to be confused with Stats. It's not like Trap is known for his defense or anything of that nature. He's a little bit more flexible in terms of how he can be aggressive or defensive. And yeah, we'll see how he's going to be able to do here, going for that Twilight Council opener.
Yeah, you could say that Stats is more like iron and Trap is more like steel mold.
You insulting my man Stats? Is that what you're doing? Saying he has dementia?
I just mean that it's
saying you can't remember anything?
What are we talking about?
Saying he has a bad back?
What do we... They just roasted Seal because he's in the chat right now.
You saying Stats has 1 foot in the grave, mate? Is that what you're saying right now?
Oh, he's getting up there. Speaking of getting up there, Trap almost getting into the main base right now for Bunny. Not quite getting that scout that he wanted.
Yeah, not quite. Meanwhile, these Adepts are trying to get as much damage as they can. They do get the Hellion.
It finally dies.
Oh boy, and so far, Trap has actually been able to deal a decent amount of damage. Kills the Marine, gonna kill another SCV as well. Ooh, the friendly fire. Oh.
That friendly fire avoided. Finally, the harassment force from Trap has been chased away.
And now it's Bunny's turn to dive in, maybe get some damage done with this Reaper. Nope, never mind, he backs off.
Like so.
And yeah, now he does back off. In the end, this is something that we kind of know Bunny for. He did this against Patience. He is going for that 1-on-1 opener into that drop.
Yeah, I feel like that's the reason why he calls himself Bunny. It's because with the amount of drops that he does, I mean, he's got to jump first in order to drop, right?
Huh?
Just like a wabbit.
Just like Rabbit, and here we go. You know, we have that drop lining up here to go into the natural. Meanwhile, there are plenty of stalkers. Blink is not quite done yet.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for Trap to hold against this. I do like the idea there from Bunny, trying to get a bit of a little bit of a distraction going on there, making sure that Trap didn't quite have or trying to stretch Trap's APM there, but in the end, he did have the actions required, the attention required to defend in both locations.
Yeah, he deflected the Reaper, deflects the drop, only loses a single Stalker and a single probe in the process, so he does manage to do that. Meanwhile, now that he has defended, he is going into that Robotics Bay, as well as Forge for some upgrades and Colossus. And now, pushing across the map, I don't think he's going to find too much here, but we already see Bunny diverging compared to Beyond's style of play with that Raven.
Yeah, a lot more centered over here. The Raven just has so much utility against the Protoss player, whether he wants to use it, whether he wants a little bit of extra DPS with the auto turret, or if he wants to just take some key mechanical units out of the fight, typically the Colossus, but I mean, if he wants to take out a Sentry, that's also fine.
Yeah, it's just watching Bunny right now, it's like this is like what we expect to see in a TVP, and this just like exemplifies how different Beyond plays in his matchups. Like he just wasn't one to go for Ravens previously against stats, and it's something that we see very commonly in this matchup because of how much utility it brings, with that interference matrix and auto turrets.
It's too mainstream for Beyond. He's a hipster. Yeah. It's like, I used to use Ravens, but now everyone's using Ravens. God.
I think that may be a good way to put it. Beyond, he's just a Terran hipster. He just, if everyone's doing it, he doesn't want to do it.
No wonder I thought he was cool.
God damn it. All right, and now Bunny, again, we didn't get to mention much of it, but he did clean up the majority of the Stalkers across the map. Now he's pushing out. He does get spotted. Yeah,
starting to hit. This is actually such a potent timing. I mean, he's moved out before even the 7-minute mark, and now he's about to hit way before Trap is going to be able to get that thermal lance down, but we'll see how well Trap is going to be able to hold. Trap, not quite the Shield of Fire, but we do know him to be one of those, I feel like he's directly underneath stats in that regard. Good Disable, but even better Force Fields right now. Coming out for Trap. Actually taking out the battery that was overcharged. These Colossus so badly bruised right now. Really good target firing being done there by Bunny.
Yeah, definitely. Again, these Colossus, they're so close to going down. There is still one shield battery remaining, but it does not have any energy, and it looks like it gets depowered.
Yeah, that was completely powered, even before battery overcharge can come off a cooldown. Zealot trying to get a little bit of vision, but not quite getting it.
Again, Bunny has to be careful because charge is done. Like a solid wave, like a warping of Zealots could change everything here for Trap.
Yeah, stemming forward with a little bit of his bio, trying to get something done here with that base. Getting a little bit of vision for that tank to just shell away at the Nexus, attempting to take it out. And I really like that Bunny has been building up his energy on that Raven. Oh, very aggressive blink for it by Trap, but I feel like Bunny, he may have just enough. Battery has been repowered. Colossus taken out. That was just one very badly damaged tank here for Bunny. Come on, battery overcharge. It is all on it, but it does manage to take out the Colossus over here. Tanks have been taken out, but with that has been... No, I was going to say that's the end of the harass, but here comes Bunny with the reinforcements. A lot of Marauders, a lot of Marines.
Exactly, not at all. We've just had a massive rally across the map. What's so important is that tank managed to stay alive for so long. The shield batteries went down, the Colossus went down. There's one reinforcing Colossus to come just in time. Trap is pulling the boys.
He is pulling the boys and losing the boys just as quickly. Trap has not much of an army, not much of anything being thrown down right now. You hear that in the background, and I'm not sure if you did. That's a storm saying, that is not a thunderstorm. That is the shelling of tanks that Bunny has got.
That is the storm of one of the Templars. Trap, known as Trap, falling here, as it looks like Bunny, he's just been able to kill one Colossus after the other. Another is about to pop out, but you know what? This third base is getting awfully low.
It is starting to get so low. I mean, props to Trap for keeping the life for this long, but I mean, he wasn't quite able to utilize it either. So in the end, it's a bit of a moot point.
Oh my god, and the Marauders are getting on top of everything. They depower the shield battery, and there's only one Colossus remaining, 2 Zealots and a Stalker.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes one Colossus might be all you need, but against these Marauders that do have medevac support, you need a little bit more than that.
Oh my god, it's so scrappy. Like, Bunny wants that Colossus and he gets it.
He does get it, and with that, I feel like he's got the victory.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Trap a little bit tunnel vision in that defense, and we can't really blame him there. GG is called. Bunny taking game number 1.
GG. Bunny just relentless with his aggression, rallying across the map. Again, beautiful interference matrix. I love the way he was able to focus fire, the pylons focus fire, the shield batteries as well. Trap, he was defending as best he could, and he was just barely holding on each time, but again, like, he would just keep losing his Colossus.
Yeah, I do think he got a little bit tunnel vision towards the end there, Trap did. I mean, he had a couple more resources coming down, could have, tried to sack that base, maybe go to a bit more of a defensible location there, but in the end... Okay, I'm sorry, Trap!
That's actually Gemini.
That's actually Gemini, yeah. Sorry, Gemini!
Oh my god.
His ire.
Yeah, again, like...
Oh, I just realized that's what why they named it. Oh!
So it's all coming together.
Thanks, brain.
Alright, here we go. We are going to be loading in. And again, like, one of the big things is like the focus fire, the fact that Trap, he never really got the ball rolling when it comes to the Colossus. Again, like, I don't think he ever had more than 2 active at once. He really struggled. Like, they were just kind of filing in one at a time, and he could never hold on to them long enough for him to get like that critical mass of Colossus. And without that, Bunny, he was just on top of everything. It was beautiful to see.
Just like a hare. March hare. Do you think he calls... Wait, no, I can't say that on stream.
Calm down, buddy.
I was gonna say something about how, rabbits, they tend to have large leaders.
Yeah. Yep. Sure.
No, not leaders, litters.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. We are getting ready for game number 2. Bunny already up 1-0 against Trap, of all people, mate, and it's totally possible that you can close it out here, especially on a map like Romanticide.
Indeed, but we'll see if Trap utilizes that to his favor. I mean, he does tend to prefer these kinds of maps. And speaking of, we are now loading in onto Romanticide LE. LE, of course, standing for Lovers England. Lovers in England. That's when, I don't know, there's probably like a movie about that. Here in the top left-hand corner map spotting, oh yeah, American Werewolf in London. That's kind of a love movie, kind of a romance if you stretch your definition. In the top left-hand corner map spotting all the way in the top left-hand corner, the blue Protoss player coming down from Korea. He is now struggling a little. He is now 1 map away from being eliminated from the TSL qualifiers and having to come back tomorrow. Representing himself, he is the man without a mouse, Trap.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Envy, and all of his waifus. We have already up 1-0 in this best of 3. It is Bunny.
Yeah, quick moment of silence for all of the potential waifus. I mean, I've even heard that it was Bunny's week to choose which anime girl gets to be put on the clan tag, but right, they had to clean it up a bit. They had to have a bit more of a clean, shall we say, formal aesthetic going into this week.
Yeah, Bunny was pissed when he heard about that. Like, he was very upset. He's been waiting all month to whip out his waifu, and yeah, because of the recent acquisitions, because of these ex-Jynner players, Jynner Green Wings players, it just didn't happen. And we can see Bunny venting his frustrations onto Trap right now.
Yeah, he's saying your former teammates caused this. you have to pay.
This is your fault.
That's still. Yeah, that's one of the funniest things I think I've seen in an offline event in recent times. That Trap had to completely stall the super tournament from going on because he decided, you know what, I'm going to try using a wireless mouse, and then he thought, oh, actually, it started to malfunction here.
Yeah, I can't imagine using a wireless mouse, to be honest. I don't know. I understand, like, technology has advanced this day and age where the likelihood of it, like, you know, not being properly charged and malfunctioning is low, but I don't know. I feel uncomfortable with the idea.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where if you're going to be playing in something like an online tournament, or if you're going to be a bit more competitive nowadays, you can still do that with something like a wireless mouse. But if you're going to be playing in a premiere, then I mean that's just another chance that you might not want to take.
Yeah, definitely. I had this very same experience with a wireless headset where, like, the battery lasts like 6 to 8 hours, but at the end of the day, like, when you're here, like, a cost is like maybe 6 hours, and then you're like chilling afterwards. It's like, well, half the time you're gonna connect it anyway, so it gets charged. It's like, ugh.
That's shaking my head. Yeah. But speaking of shaking my head, I didn't have a segue for that. I was gonna say something like Trap going for the blink once again, but I can't really shake my head at that. That is you know, what he want. That is what you kind of want.
Well, is it what you want? Because, you know, Trap went for this opener and it didn't work out for him in game number 1, and, you know, maybe he's a little bit insane, or a little bit, you know, trapped in that insanity, going for the same thing over and over again, hoping that it'll work.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, but also kind of not. I feel like the game number 1 can definitely be classified as one of those games where, you know, Trap did something technically good, but or he went for a plan that was solid, but the execution, I mean, tunnel visioning towards the end there. Okay, maybe not tunnel visioning too much there, but, you know, I feel like he's going into game number 2 saying, maybe I should do what I did in game 1, but just execute it better.
Yeah,
and I have
course.
to agree. You know, this bullet play, it's overall just really solid.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see if it's solid enough, because, you know, he's sending out the majority of his stalkers out on the map, and they're not here to defend against the Widowmine drops.
Oh, can he get a target firing? Oh, just a little bit too late. No, the pros are moving back. Oh, splits right at the last second.
Jesus Christ, but you know what? I don't know if this is raising alarm bells for Bunny, the fact that there wasn't much to defend at home because Trap is sending all his stalkers across the map.
Okay, so I'm going to blink right over here. It does take out the Observer, but that is not what Bunny wants right now for his high ground vision. That said, really nice defensive position that Bunny has been able to set up here with the bunker, with the tanks.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, we have a bunker in the main, we have a bunker in the natural, 1 tank so far, a second on the way, and Bunny has been able to defend it beautifully.
That he was.
Oh, on top of that, he was able to pick up all 3 of the Widowmines.
Yeah, forces these stalkers to stay on this side of the map. Boost for it right into the main base. Not quite enough damage here. Oh, one mine manages to make it out. And it does take out a couple more probes. More importantly, it gets a decent eye here on that main base here of Trap. Knows that he's going to be sticking to the stalkers for quite some time.
Yeah, he is aware of that. Meanwhile, Trap is transitioning into that robotics bay, looking to get some Colossus out. But again, I'm sure he wants to deal more damage across the map. He invested into this Warp Prism, unlike game number 1, and he invested into more Stalkers as well, but he just wasn't able to find much economic damage at all.
And now it's time for Bunny to be a bit more, turn this around. Go for the throat, if you will. Actually going for more drop play because he doesn't want to, you know, risk pushing out and not having an army that can defend against Trap's pressure. Got toward the bunker. That may be the wrong time, but he does have a second tank, so.
He does, but you know what? It's out of position. He's all sieged, and Trap has full vision of what just happened.
That he does, but he doesn't have high ground vision. What happened to that Warp Prism?
He should because of the Observer.
Oh yeah, he does. Look, the Observer's invisible.
That's what I meant, but he saw everything. Oh, he blinks into the main.
Does blink right into the main there. I mean, tank shelling away a little bit. I mean, Bunny should be able to deal with this with his reinforcements. Meanwhile, he does have a drop on the other side of the map, picking away at these units.
The
Oh, that's a low Colossus, but a battery overcharge should just about be enough. Buddy forced to pick up, back away.
Forced to pick up.
Third base.
He does go to the third. He's going to be able to pick off a couple of these gateway units, but the Colossus is going to be able to push this away, and the drop of Bunny only able to kill a handful of gateway units and 4 probes. Oh, he's not done.
Not done at all. Really picking Bunny apart. Really picking Trap apart right now. Bunny is.
Yeah, at least attempting to. Yeah, he does force a recall as well. Meanwhile, Bunny, he is reinforcing with all of his units going across the map, looking to hit that third.
Looking and should just about be succeeding. I mean, I'm just looking at the army supply right now, and Trap only with a single Colossus. One thing to keep in mind, though, Bunny does not have that Raven he had in the previous game. No shield battery at this location, though.
Yeah, no shield battery, and overcharge was used earlier as well, so it's not off cooldown.
And Bunny moving forward with his Marauders, trying to get a really nice position here. Almost going to be able to pick out one of them. Not quite getting it. The force field is actually helping Bunny as much as it is hurting him.
Yeah,
he did not swim into the choke point.
Yeah, and the tanks are just shelling away. All the Colossus are down. Only one remaining, and it's so close to going down.
That it is. Shield battery didn't manage to pop up just in time. Buys Trap a little bit of breathing room here. And now Tech's not quite in position to shell away at that third base location. Okay, now they are.
Yeah.
Or at least one of them is.
Well, at least one of them is, and now Bunny's going to be stimming forward again. That Colossus is so low to going down. The second Colossus is going to be joining soon. But that's it.
Immediately, GG, there it goes. Bunny channeling all of his frustration here, taking his revenge on Trap. He is going to be your next player to qualify for TSL number 6. I'll just be a quick little second here as you try by a bit.
All good, and yeah, congratulations, Bunny does qualify over Trap for TSL number 6. Again, I know a lot of people do expect a lot from Trap. He's very much so a top tier Protoss player, but Bunny was on fire today. He looked so good against Patience, and he was able to take that momentum into this series against Trap, not even dropping a single map against one of the best Protosses in Korea. Oh. That was amazing. That was beautiful. Again, congratulations, Bunny. We've also followed him a lot throughout this entire year. It's been amazing to see him, and yeah, he's really flourishing now towards the end of 2020. Him alongside players like Armani, like Ragnarok.
Indeed. And I feel like this has been kind of a story throughout these qualifiers. You know, it is the rise of what we normally consider to be mid-tier players, taking it to some of the tier ones.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things where like that boundary between like top tier and like mid tier Korean is starting to blur a little bit, where we have players like Bunny, Armani, Ragnarok, who more and more frequently are they able to take, and even Patience, more and more frequently they're able to take games and series off of the best, off of players like Innovation, TY, Maru, Dark, Solar, Stats, Trap.
Yeah, Dream being one of them, yeah. I think.
Dream as well, yeah, true.
All right, looks like we'll have a quick little 2-minute break here, which I do appreciate it as I try to swallow this fried dough real quick.
Yeah, it looks like some of the casters are asking for a little bit of a break. So yeah, it looks like we will be, as we are getting set up and ready for Dark versus Solar, our ZVZ, our third qualifying match. So we'll be back after 5 minutes. Please enjoy this duct tape.